The Sangam period in South India witnessed the coexistence of various tribes. The oldest of the tribes who dwelt in Tamilakam were the Villavar and Minavar. The Villavar inhabited hilly tracts and jungle, and the Minavar subsisted by fishing and resided in the valleys and seacoast. These tribes were conquered by a civilized race. Nagas, who were a very numerous and civilized race, and who at one time ruled a great portion of India and Sri Lanka, were mentioned in the Ramayana, and from the Mahabharata, we learn that there were Naga kingdoms. In describing the antiquity and wealth of Kaveripattinam, Silappatikaram states that it was as ancient and famous as the metropolis of the Nagas. Kaveripattinam itself is said to have been an ancient capital of the Nagas. Manimeglai, which has been referred to as the king of Manipallavam, is a notable island off the coast of the Yalpanam in the Tamil-dominated northern province of Sri Lanka. The name of the island alludes to its aboriginal inhabitants, the Nagas. The ancient Tamil poets speak of the Nagas, who were contemporary with them, as human beings. There were several tribes of the Nagas. Maravar appears to have been the most powerful and warlike tribe and the most hostile to the Tamils. A Maravar chieftain named Kelavan Nagan served the Pandya as a minister and commander in his army. Oliyar were another tribe of the Nagas. We find them in power as late as the 11th century, according to an inscription at Mamallapuram. Parathavar were a Naga tribe that occupied the seacoast and maintained themselves by seafaring. They were most powerful in the country around Korkai. Aruvalar was the local name of the Naga tribes that inhabited Aruvana. Oviar were a family of the Aruvalar tribe who ruled at Eilpaddinam. Aenar were the most lawless of the Naga tribes. Cattle lifting, pillage, and murder appear to have been the sole business of their lives. Many scholars have identified the origin of the Pallavas with the island of Manipallavam mentioned in the Manimelai. According to them, the Pallavas were descended on one side from the Cholas and on the other from the Naga rulers of the Nagahnadu. Verse 6 of the Velur Palayam inscription says that Palva king Virkurcha obtained the insignia of royalty along with the hand of a Naga princess. Before the rise of the Pallavas, the Nagas were the rulers of the Kachi, ruled by Basro Naga. It is therefore possible that Virkurcha married the heiress of the last Naga king, and thus he became the first Pallava king of the Kachi. Kile Valavan, a Chola king, married the Naga maiden Pilivalai, the daughter of Valaivanan. It is also said that, over time, the Nagas lost their individuality through intermarriage. The Nagas were skilled in many arts, especially weaving. The Nagas of the Kalinga country were so famous in the art of weaving that the word Kalingam in Tamil has come to signify a cloth. Sri Lankan historical works all begin with an account of the Nagas. It appears from these works that in the 6th century BC there were powerful Naga kingdoms on the western coast of the island, which was called Nagdeepa, or Naga Island, on that account. The earliest representation of a Naga comes from the Indus Valley civilization. Nagas were in power over the whole of India in prehistoric and historic times. In southern India, Naga worship is more popular. The popularity of this cult is testified by the Naga cult.